Barro negro, or black clay, is a technique of Arab origin in which the majority of pieces are ornamental. It is created by blending water, 3/4 parts black clay, and 1/4 part white clay. This mixture is kneaded and pressed into a mold. For some pieces, such as vases, the potter's wheel is used to shape the neck and rim. Next, the piece is set out in the sun to dry for 2 or 3 days, then polished with a river stone and a little water. Then, the piece is dried in the sun again and, while still hot from the rays, is coated with 2 layers of red clay en gobe, giving the piece a shiny effect. After this dries for a few minutes, a cloth is used to spread tallow over the piece of pottery in order to polish it. Having done that, the sgraffito technique is used, in which a nail, needle, or blade is utilized to scratch away part of this surface layer, creating the beautiful designs which characterize this technique. Subsequently, the pieces of pottery are fired in a kiln that is covered with tile or broken pottery pieces and heated with a wood fire. The pieces remain inside for 3 to 4 hours, and firewood is added every 30 minutes to increase the temperature from 50 degrees Celsius, or about 120 degrees Fahrenheit, in 50-degree increments until 500 degrees Celsius, or 930 degrees Fahrenheit, are reached. Once this stage is complete, the cover is removed and the kiln is smoked with eucalyptus leaves. This stage of the process is fundamental to achieve the black coloring effect. To perfect the color of each piece, each is placed in a bed of eucalyptus leaves and smoked once again to provide the finishing touch. Eusebio Mateos, an artisan of Barro Negro pottery, is the son of potters and is part of the only family that is keeping this art tradition alive. He began learning the technique when he was 12 years old, and his work has been exported to the United States, France, the Netherlands, Italy, and Japan. Since 1990, he has participated in many national events and contests, and in 2006, he was awarded the National Prize of Science and Art. He also has been recognized by Tonalás City Council as one of the most distinguished artisans. Barro bruñido, or burnished clay, is the oldest pottery technique, owing its name to the fact that it is burnished or polished with pyrite, producing a shine similar to tin glazing. The clay is prepared by blending rain or well water with soft black clay and stiff white clay. Depending on the size, this clay mixture is kneaded by hand or with feet, and then left untouched for 1 day. After this, it is placed in a mold, and once it is formed, the piece is left to dry in the shade for a day and in the sun for another day, the exact time varying according to the size of the piece. Next, the piece is smoothed using a little water and a river stone. Following this, an engobe is applied, which provides the background color to the piece. The next step is called the palmeado, which consists of painting the silhouettes of decorative figures while leaving out all details. Then, the lines and details of the design are added in the following step, which is called shading. This work requires immense time and dedication, considering the drawing expertise required for the purely decorative nature that characterizes this style. Once the painting process is finished, the piece is burnished, a polishing process performed with great care so as not to spoil the paint job. This results in a soft, beautiful shine. Since the piece will still be damp, it is left to dry in the sun and then put inside the kiln at a low temperature. Firewood is then burned to increase the heat. According to its size, the piece is fired for 3.5 to 5 hours at a temperature between 650 to 700 degrees Celsius, or between 1,200 and 1,290 degrees Fahrenheit, with the exact time and temperature depending on the artisan's discretion. Arnulfo Vázquez, an artisan's son, has been making barro bruñido pottery since he was 10 years old. He won first place in the Sun and the Moon Tonalteca Pottery Contest in 1993, and received worldwide recognition from the French government for his art. He has dedicated his life to spread ceramic art through the primary school handicraft program, which he has been coordinator of since 2003, and through his participation in the Artistic Education Certification Program of the state of Jalisco. His work has been exhibited in national and international galleries, and he has exported his pieces to countries such as Japan, China, Spain, the United States, and Canada. Barro betus, or betus clay, is a pottery style which dates back to the colonial period and is recognized for its surrealist and fanciful pieces. This technique gets its name from the betus pine resin, which is used to varnish the pieces. In this style, the clay is composed of a mixture of 3 different types: black, white, and red. The black clay is sticky, the white not very adhesive, and the red resistant and fast drying. These 3 clays are mixed with water, and the mixture is then kneaded by foot. Sometimes a mold is used to create certain pieces, but the majority of betus pieces are formed by hand. Once this process is finished, the pieces are left to cool overnight. Then, any cracks that may have materialized from the firing process are filled and patched. Next, the pieces are lightly sanded and, finally, painted with bright, vivid colors and then varnished. Eleuterio Ortega makes barro betus pottery and has been a teacher for many years. He has won various awards from all over the country for both his artwork and teaching. He won first place in a traditional handicraft contest held by the Mexican National Fund for the Development of Arts and Crafts. He has also won first place in the Grand Prize for Popular Arts in 2000, second place in the National Pottery Contest, Tonayan, in 2014, and was awarded with second and third places in the Mexican National Nativity Set Contest in 2013 and 2005, respectively. He has exported his work to countries such as Japan, South Africa, England, Colombia, and the United States. Alfauro, the art of craftsmanship.